So somebody a couple of days ago, I think it was a couple of days ago, or it might have been yesterday, talked to me or at least tweeted at me and said, "Look, Perry, 8K, and others are not really understanding what's happening in Terra Luna Classic, are removed, are disconnected from the reality of what Terra Luna Classic is." Kind of the paraphrase. And honestly, I didn't think that, right? I thought, I'm involved in it and I'm waiting for things to happen. But then again, I started to think about it and I'm like, there's a lot of proposals and a lot of things that have gone through that I just haven't reported on or have had any type of updates on because I understand the basics of what we need to do. While all of these things are very, very complex and I guess don't really need to be complex, but they are, and people are talking about how this has to happen, this has to happen, this has to happen. We understand the very basic vision of what has to happen with Terra Luna Classic. It's decrease the supply of Terra Luna Classic and USTC and repeg Terra Luna Classic, or repeg UST to $1 and re-enable the algorithm for Terra Luna Classic and USTC. Very simple. Now, how do we get there? It should be simple to where we have just everything that decides to decrease the supply. That's what my thought process was. It was like, all right, everybody's going back to where it was. Terra Luna Classic needs to decrease their supply. They're going to find every way to do that. USTC decrease their supply. They're going to find every way to do that. Right now, we only have the on-chain burn tax of 0.5%. And there have been many proposals that have been declined or denied or refused, rejected, no it vetoed over just having a 1.2% tax increase. And yes, they didn't go through the standard system of trying to put a proposal out there. And it was just a regular person that's like, look, this is what we need to have happen. And they put out a proposal and it got rejected or no it vetoed. And that's just the end of it. And they never submitted another proposal because they lost their 1 million Terra Luna Classic. Well, I was thinking about putting in a proposal, and that's the reason why I got tweeted at, was because I'm removed from the community and don't understand what's going on. Well, some of that is true. And I'm looking at that now and going, yes, I am removed from the community because a month ago in September, something has passed that kind of changes my outlook on what I want to do when it comes to my proposal. Like I was building my proposal out and I spent 7 hours yesterday on a live stream where we were going to do different things, talking about different stuff, talking about the future of Terra Luna Classic and everything there without knowing that this was there. So let's get into this and talk about why this is so significant. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are also in the description. Don't forget about my new credit card YouTube channel if you guys are interested in that, for credit card bonuses, rewards, and just, trying to get the most out of your credit card spend. That's what it's all about. So definitely go ahead and check that out. But the reason why I'm making this video, and I don't even know what I'm titling it right now, so whatever it's titled, it's probably maybe a little aggressive, but it's honestly the way that I'm feeling. As soon as I heard this and went through, the avenues in order to understand what this was all about, it started to kind of like all just make sense for me. So there was a proposal, and I want to go and find it. There was a proposal that was passed to basically fight spam, and it was 11,780. So, initiative to combat spam proposals by increasing minimum deposit amount to 5 million Lunic. If you don't know, I have a total of 55 million right now. That means if I decided to do something that includes something that somebody doesn't like, then we would have an issue and a lot of it would get like no vetoed, or maybe it wouldn't even reach quorum. And if it doesn't, then I lose that 5 million. This was voted up, right? Yes, 93% people want that to happen. However, I am looking to pass a proposal or put a proposal out there where it might not resonate with a lot of people. in some form or fashion. The idea that I have was to build an entire proposal that encompasses everything that we need to see within a plan. The issue with that is that if you have 5 things that work and 1 thing that doesn't, that person now goes, no, I don't want this. Or they don't even vote at all. Or they say no with veto and they're like, I don't like what you're doing here and I don't want this to pass, so I'm going to veto this. And every single person has something that they dislike so much that it brings veto into their mind, right? And that's something that bothers me, because while I thought I had 8 chances in order to put this out there, and maybe even more because they might end up passing the threshold, or getting to a larger no vote, but still being able to give me my 1 million back. Now I only have like 1 chance to do this if I wanted to do it. And to think that I would get absolutely everything right on the first try, it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. So I wanted to have this discussion, but as you have this discussion, I talk about the 1.2% burn tax, and that gets completely torn apart every time someone puts it up there. Even though I have a vision for it and where we can go, it just seems like it's never going to happen. So I should just give up, right? I don't like to give up in any scenario, and I like to be able to have these chances. But if the odds are not with me, then what can I do? I'm risking 5 million Lunic, and yes, I already made profit off of it. So what is that really to the total amount that I make? It could be substantial. I'm looking to end this whole situation as we get to a certain level with 5 million Terra Luna Classic. So with this proposal that has increased to 5 million, it makes me not want to do it. Yes, it did fight spam. You don't see as much spam at all, or if any. But now a regular person that wants to put through a proposal, you have to go through the deposit stage. And who's to say that you will get 5 million deposited from everybody? I don't necessarily want that to happen. I don't want to sit here and have it piecemeal together every single time that we're looking to put it together. So it's discouraging, right? And then to fight that, there's also so many different people tearing down different parts of what the proposal is. And they're like, why don't you just separate it and list it one by one by one? You want me to put through 7 different proposals worth 5 million? That's 35 million that I would have to spend in order to have these proposals be launched and possibly all no it vetoed and, taking away all my Terra Luna Classic. It's discouraging. I don't like that, but it's making me look at the proposal that I made, this proposal that I made, going through everything, and it's making it seem like it was all for naught. Everything that I did put through here, it's all for nothing. So I don't know. Maybe I just give up. I don't know. I'm still holding Terra Luna Classic. It's not that I give up on Terra Luna Classic, but maybe I just give up. And the crazy thing is, I have very thick skin, and somebody told me about how the comments within the places that you need to push this, where you put it like, you get it approved and conversed over through the Commonwealth, and they just tear down everything that you have to offer, because if it's a good idea and they don't come up with it, they're jealous of what you came up with, and then they submit something similar, they have it approved, and now they look like the savior instead of me looking like the savior, which I don't even care if I look like the savior. What I care about is saving Terra Luna Classic. I don't care how it gets done. I don't care who does it. All I care about is saving Terra Luna Classic, saving USTC. And however we can do that, I will do it. But I'm not going to sit here and just risk my whole entire portfolio of Terra Luna Classic for a bunch of people who really just don't want certain parts of this, right? If you don't want a 1.2% burn and you've shown that, you're going to vote it down. If you don't want a mandatory staking burn, you're going to vote that down. A lot of these things go against at least one person within the community, right? So if you're like, hey, I like this proposal, but take out the optional reverse split. Hey, I like this proposal all, but I don't like the buy button. Hey, I like this proposal, but I don't like the 1.2%. Then you have to say, no, I don't want this. Or, just don't vote at all. And then my coins go bye-bye. So I don't know. It's making me think just, hey, give up. But then again, I've never given up on anything, and I want to be as positive as possible, but I can't be. I'm not going to spend 5 million Terra Luna Classic. I'm not. And I don't expect you to either. So now it just limits it to a select few people that will submit a proposal with 5 million. And we're stuck in the scenario where we're just hoping for a push from regular, people, or from regular movement within Terra Luna Classic. Not necessarily burns at all. We're just looking for hype that's built behind it because of Terra Luna Classic's name and community. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Am I blowing this out of proportion, or should I just submit the proposal anyways? Because if it fails one time, I'm not submitting it again. Like if it literally fails and I don't get my coins back, I'm done with that. I might even be done with Terra Luna Classic altogether, just because like it's just I don't know what this is anymore. I really don't. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. And sorry, it just pissed me off. And this is kind of a raw reaction of how I feel. But yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.